Greetings, fellow critters. It's Fox here, and welcome to my Burrow of Thoughts, aka my channel, where we talk about everything spooky. And today we will be talking and gushing and going over my latest book haul. I love getting new books. I'm sorry. I'm just so happy. So today's selection is 12 Nights at Rotterhouse by J.W. Ocker. I hope I'm saying that right. Then I also have Bonesaw by Patrick Lacey, and let's just all take a look at this wonderful cover that totally sucked me into reading the synopsis, and then I was hooked into buying it. So I'm excited for this one. And lastly, I got The Toy Maker by Sergio Gomez. So cozy on up in your burrows because things are about to get spooky. So a little bit about the plots of what I grabbed. So first we'll start with 12 Nights at Rotterhouse. So essentially this book is about a gentleman named Felix who is a nonfiction travel writer, specifically of paranormal places, the most infamous haunted places where he stays and writes about his experiences. And he's currently looking into trying to write his next bestseller. That is when he convinces the owner of Rotterdam Mansion, to let him stay 13 nights. Those 13 nights, he's made himself a set of rules. Sleep during the day, no outside contact, and no leaving the house for any reason. His friend, Thomas Ruth, who's also a horror buff, tags along with him on his 13-night stay, and things get creepy. I personally have never read a book by J.W. Ocker before, so I'm super excited for this one. I'm not going into it thinking it's going to be super spooky and like leave the lights on terrifying, but I do feel like it's going to be very meta. It's going to be a very fresh take on the haunted house genre, the trope. So yeah, I'm really excited for this one. Definitely can't wait. So next we have Bonesaw. I'm just gonna hold it this way because like this cover, So next we have Bonesaw by Patrick Lacey. So this is about a gentleman, or I guess a fella, named Liam Carpenter, who lives above his aunt's garage and is living a pretty mundane life of drinking cheap beer and watching really obscure off-the-wall horror movies. But that all changes when his favorite director of the Bigfoot franchise, Clive, comes to town, and then all of a sudden murders start happening. Murders that mimic that very movie franchise, Bigfoot. And then when Liam's secret crush is being hunted down by a detective, he realizes things are not as they seem in his little hometown. So I'm super excited to read this. I think it's going to be, from the cover, a bloodbath. I'm expecting a really good slasher, a really obscure read, and I love that kind of vibe. So another book, super excited. Another author I've never read before to add to my collection. So Patrick Lacey's Bonesaw. Super stoked. Lastly, I have this chunky monkey, The Toy Maker by Sergio Gomez. So this book, there is an elderly man named Raymond Gibson who is really lonely as he has no family left and his friends have all passed away at the hands of time. And one night when he's feeling the blues, he comes across a ventriloquist act on TV, and it comes to his head to make a puppet for himself as a companion. However, that puppet becomes possessed, and a group of 5 kids are the only one in the town to believe in this evil entity. So it's up to those 5 kids to try and combat that evil. I'm really excited for this. I know it's probably going to be more of a slow burn, which isn't my typical go-to for a book, but I think it's going to be a really great coming of age story, and I think it's going to be a good nod to the 90s and the Goosebumps franchise. With the demonic puppet, I don't know about you, but whenever I see demonic puppet, I think Goosebumps. That's just me. But yeah, I'm super excited to get into this when I'm ready for a slow-paced or more of a slow burning read because I'm not expecting it to be an action-packed read. I think it's going to have more of a suspense kind of. Well, that's all from this Den of Frights. Thank you so much for watching. I love and appreciate you all. Your support means the whole wide and wild wilderness to me. It really does. Thank you again for watching. And until next time, stay cozy and stay spooky. Bye.